So, welcome back. We are on the fifth session, and today we are going to learn a bit more about the logical operators in Python. So, without wasting time, I'm going to share my screen. Hope you can see my screen well. So today we are going to see what are the logical operators in Python. The logical operators, they have a lot of significance while you do your programming. So as you go through this session, you will understand how these logical operators are so useful in creating a program and executing the program in a better way. So let's talk about today's agenda. In today's agenda, first we are going to see the logical three operators and, or, and not. So these are the three operators what we are using. Then we'll see a sample kiss program, a program to kiss someone. The user will have an interface in which you are going to create a program, and that program will help to understand the logical capacity of the user who is going to interact with the system, the code what you are developing. I'll share all these things at the end of the session on my Jupyter notes. Then there is a program challenge in which we are going to check how these logical operators can be checked to check the eligibility of student enrollment for a program in the university. So, if you look at the logical operators, if you take the program flow, the control flow of the program can be basically decided using these logical operators. Because if you want to continue, if you want to move to another loop, if you want to go to another segment of the program, all these things we can use these logical operators. So we are going to talk about logical and, logical or, and logical not. If you look at logical operators, a programmer should have a clear understanding of a logical operator, where to use it, when to use it. This decides the best coding practices while you code in Python. So we should know how to manipulate, how to combine these fundamental tools. So logical operators, they can be called as the fundamental tools for programming. These logical operators help us either to come out of a complex situation or to create a complex situation and make judgments as per the input data what we receive or as per the process, the outcome of the data. So they works with complex conditions. They provide a control flow for the program. And basically what is that one? That is decision making. So we are going to explore them a bit more in detail in the coming sessions. You are well aware of all these logical operators because you have used them in your variety programming languages. So we are going to see a logical AND operator. And so whenever there is an operator, I've told you before, it has operands. Left-hand side, right-hand side, it has operands. So logical operator, and what it does, it takes two Boolean operands. So you have to make sure it takes two Boolean operands. That is very important. So when you're working with logical operators, your operand should be in a Boolean value. And it takes two Boolean values as its operands. and it returns a true value if both operands are true. So your operand on one side of the logical operator and the operand on the other side of the logical operator should be true, then only the AND operator will produce a true value. If any one of it is a false, definitely what happens? It returns a false value. So I've shared an sample screen, a sample program code. So you can see here age is 25, and on the right hand side, so we are checking whether the person has eligible for applying for the job. So this is how it comes like. Then what is a logical OR? If you look at this one, it has two Boolean operands. If any one of the operand is true, it will return true. It's like not like and requires both to be true. But here in logical OR, any one of the operand is true, then it will create a true value. So one can go false, the other can go true. The next one is logical NOT. This is very important just because of the reason. People may think, what is the purpose of this one? And I'll guide you through a program also. We have a sample quiz program, which is based on logical NOT operator that I'll show you in my Python note. I'll explain you the program codes as well. The logical NOT operator, it is a NOT, takes a single Boolean operand and returns the opposite value. I always thought, what is the requirement of this one? Because it takes a value and it negates the value. So let's see this code. We'll go in this very detail. So a false value, when we use it as a NOT operator, it will convert to a true value. If a true value, it will be converted to a false value. So I'm going to explain you in detail what are the applications of this logical NOT operator. See, this logical NOT operator is useful when we want to perform an action based on the negation of a certain condition. If a condition is negative, then we have to proceed further. In such cases, we use this logical operator. Let's see in detail. It is used in conditional statements. It is used to create conditional statements where you want to check the absence or negation of certain condition. So in that cases, we use them. Then it is also used in loop control, because while in program, you are using many loops. So when you are in a loop, and if you want to execute the loop until a certain conditions, we use this NOT operator. Then we use it for flag inversion. So it's like if a switch is on or off. So such certain conditions, to toggle the states, we use it. We will practice this more in detail. Then confirmation. Because when user interacts with the system and you want to reverse the expected responses, so again, you can use it. If some entry is wrong, so again, you can intimate the user, yes, there is some problem, or something, a wrong entry makes checksums, we can use them. So for all these purposes, we can use this NOT operator. Now, just think, I showed you three operators. We explained three operators, AND, OR, and NOT. Now, you have to write a simple program. That's a simple quiz program. The user need to answer some kind of logical questions what you ask through the program to make sure what is the capacity, logical capacity of the user. So I'll give you the desired screen outcome, but in the Python, in the Jupyter notes, I'll share you the codes also. That will happen at the end of this session. So I'm going to show you the recommended user interaction screen. So as you run the program, the user will get a welcome screen. Welcome to the logical operators quiz. And we are giving the user 3 questions. The first question, what we ask, is 10 is greater than 5 and less than 20? Some logical question. So the user has to answer true or false. The next one is 7 greater than 4 or 2 greater than 1. Again, it's a condition true or false. So the user can answer either true or false. The third question similar to that one. At the end, you will tell the user, quiz completed, your score is 1 out of 3 or 3 out of 3, 2 out of 3. So if the score is less than 2, then you can say quiz completed. Keep practicing to improve your skills. If it is 3 out of 3, it's good, excellent. So this kind of interaction, it's a very simple program. The purpose of this program is how you break off from the different statements, how you can control the flow, and how you can interact with the user. So all these things are explained using only 3 operators here. So try to make this program. Think your own logic. Don't copy what I'm going to show you in the end of the video, but use your own logic and you can do that one. So this will help you to improve your logical thinking also. So to use logical operators, you should have a good logical understanding as well. Now, we can combine all these logical operators. So when there is a critical or a complex condition that involves multiple Boolean values, we can combine them. For this, we are using parentheses, and so we work with mathematical expressions. But we are not going to much deep into that one. But I'm going to give you a program challenge. This challenge I will explain at the end of the program, as I told you before. The program challenge is this one. Write a program to ensure the student eligibility for admission at Bachelor of Computer Science Engineering at ISBAT University. So I'm just putting some conditions. I'm just keeping some conditions. The requirements are for O-level, you need 6 credit passes. This is a hypothetical condition. Okay, 6 credit passes, must have studied mathematics, physics, and chemistry. And 1 credit pass is equal to at least 60% score in each subject. Nationality, must have studied 13 years of school education, including primary, secondary, and senior secondary. Because in Uganda, you need 13 years of school education. If you are a non-Ugandan, then if you have not done 13 years of school education, you must be willing to undergo a higher education certificate in engineering. So using all these conditions, you have to write a program. Since we have not started using functions, I expect you to write the program using without functions. So when we use functions, it will be more easy for you to code. But let's try to do this program without using functions. I hope what all things you have to do, what all conditions you have to check, everything is clearly mentioned in this one. So I'm going to show you a sample outcome of this program that I will share with you in the Python notes. Now, so to conclude with, if you take the Python's logical operators, X and not X, that is the 2 conditions. So if once it's false, it becomes true. If it's true, it becomes false when you are using not. And if you are using and, you are taking 2 Boolean values, X and Y. So if false, both values are false, when we use the AND operator, it gives a false outcome. If one value is false and one value is true, again, it gives a false outcome. If one value is true, the other one is also false, then it also produces a false. But if both values are true, it produces a true value. So this is a temporary chart that gives you better understanding of the operators. The same thing you can see when we use OR operator. We have 2 Boolean values, X and Y. If both values are false, when we use an OR operator, the outcome will be a false one. If one of the value, if you take the next 2 conditions, if one of the value is false and the other value is true, it produces a true value. And if both values are true, it is a true value. So to quickly, I give courtesy to this picture. This I took from India Design Blogspot. Now, I'm going to share you my Jupyter notes. So where I've done some of these programs, the quiz program and the eligibility check. Don't copy this program, but I want to show you how these interactions we are doing once we do the program, the user interactions. But what I suggest you, don't copy this one. Just use your logic. This is just a reference for you how to do it. So I'm stopping sharing my screen. Now I'm going to share my screen of share my Jupyter Note screen. Just wait for a minute. Let me check. Is this the one? Sorry, I have to stop that sharing. Let me check where is my Jupyter Note is there. All right. Okay, let me try to share you once again. Hope you can see my screen. So the first one, I'm going to show you a program using a quiz program using logical operators. Let me zoom a bit of my screen so that the visibility will be better for you. So look at this one. This program, the line 60 of this Python Jupyter Notes, it starts with a quiz competition, a quiz program, interactive quiz with the user. So the program starts like this. You are just putting a print, welcome the user for the quiz operation, means the quiz. Then the question one. So I divide into three sections. Question one, print. We are putting a logical sentence here, and we want to see whether it is true or false. We want to take input from the user. So the first question I am asking is 10 is greater than 5 and less than 20, true or false? So I'm taking that user input here using a variable answer. Why I'm making it? I'm using the answer. I'm changing that the user may type in uppercase or lowercase, yes or no. So what we do, if the user is typing true in a lowercase or in different cases, so I'm converting them to one case to lowercase. So I use a function called as lower. So the answer will be converted to lower. And if it is true, then I add one score. This is an assignment operator. Plus equal to is an assignment operator. So that we'll discuss later, but since you have done C, it will be easy for you. When I go to my second question, the same thing. I use a bit more complex condition here. You can use your own words, no problem. Again, I take the answer by the user. I check it whether it's false or true. I add score. So I keep going with all these three questions. And at the end, I'm going to exit here. So this is the last. I print the score of the user, then print, congratulations, you mastered logical operator if the score is out of 3. Now, if the score is less, any score less than 3, then I tell the user, okay, keep practicing. Let's run this program and see how it is coming. Don't check my logical capacity. I'm just showing you. So you see, welcome to logical operator quiz. So the question is 10 greater than 5 and less than 20? So I have to type it either true or false. I don't have time to put my logic here. I type it is true. I press enter. So the next question comes, 7 is greater than 4 and 2. So that is a true condition, isn't it? 7 is greater than 4 is a true condition. The next condition is 2 is less than 1. It is a false condition. But since both are, it's a OR operator, So my logical, I say it is a true. I don't know what is going to happen. The next question is not true and false, true or false. Man, I'm not getting it, but I type it is false. Let's see what is the score going to come for me. And the quiz completed, your score is 1 out of 3. Keep practicing. I hope you got an idea how we are using this one and how we are making the user interactions. Hope don't copy this code. And I'm just put some statements for you to know how to sort it out. Use your own logic. And I have a suggestion. When you start, welcome to the logical quiz. Okay, you can make things in a better way as you decide. And you can add more questions. You can use your own skills because you will have that capacity to work on that one. Now, I'm going to just quickly go through a program, as I told you before, a program challenge using logical operators in Python by checking the eligibility of computer science engineering enrollment is ISBAT University. So this one, I'm not going to give you the code, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to interact. This code I will send to you. I can share you my Python notebook, this Jupyter notebook file, no problem. But just if you go through it, I used my logic, you can use your own logic. But at the end, the program should work in such a way that all these conditions that is being met has to work properly. So if you look at the screen interaction, this is the screen interaction. Let me make it a bit more visible for you so that it will be easy for you to see it properly. This is the screen interaction. So the first, you will have a welcome note. Welcome to ISBAT University admission eligibility check. First, I am checking, enter your nationality, Ugandan or non-Ugandan. So I type non-Ugandan. Enter the number of O-level credit passes you have. I put 7. The number of A-level principal passes the candidate is having. I put 3. Do you study physics at O-level? Yes. Do you study mathematics at O-level? Yes. Enter the number of years of school education. So I put it as 12, since as per our eligibility, we need 13 years. So again, the system is interacting with me. You need to undergo a higher education certificate in engineering. Are you willing to do that? So I type yes. Yes. Congratulations. If all these conditions are met, you are eligible for admissions to ISBAT University's computer science engineering program. So hope this user interaction screen is clear for you. So you can change the eligibilities as you like. So today, we have seen how logical operators are used in Python, and I given you 2 program challenges. What I need, every one of you has to go through, work on this one, because these simple basics makes you an effective programmer. If you don't really taste these basic things, what I've told you now, then you will lose that, programming taste. So keep working on it. Watch this video completely. Don't do partial things. I'm going to share the PDF file, PDF notes for this one in the group. Along with this, I have a request. Every one of you has to watch this video, then go through the notes. We have 16 members attending this program. When I look at the videos, I can see how many of you have viewed the video. So you all are not viewing the video, because when we all move together, we can make a good pace. I want to go in bit more good pace, but if you don't enjoy this video, if you don't study my videos up to now, the pace in doing the program will be lost. You will lose interest. Then ultimately what will become? You will not develop the programming skills. So the purpose of what we are doing now will not be met. So go through this program, go through all these videos, try working with your own logic. You don't have to use my logic. You can use your own logic. I am sure that you can do better than what I'm just putting on the screen. So do it good. I need every one of you to put your screenshots in the group. I need every one of you. So that is how I am going to assess you. That is how I am going to assess your learning. So I see only few people interacting with their screenshot of the program outcome. So I need the 16 of you have to interact properly, work with the program. I need everyone's output on the group as a screenshot. The next thing, as I told you before, when you watch the video, in the comment, you type your name. So I know you have watched the video or not. So hope you enjoy this video. I wish you all the best. Keep moving. The next session will be uploaded soon. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Don't lose the spirit of life. Don't lose the spirit of programming. Because the spirit of success that needs continuous effort. So don't lose that spirit. Wish you all the best. Bye for now. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye-bye.